Hi everybody, this is Father Moki coming to you from Good Shepherd Episcopal Church in Wailuku, Maui. This is Chicken Chat, the Thursday, December 31st, 2020 edition. We're coming to you on the last day of the year, and from tomorrow, 2020 will indeed be hindsight. I'm joined by the unstable Marcelino and Makani over here, and I do have several items that I would like to share with you today. The first is that I, as you know, am quite the Facebook addict, and I've been finding some interesting memes that I thought I would share with you, and we'll post them up so that you could see them. The first one says, a Muslim, a Jew, a Christian and an atheist all walk into a coffee shop, and they talk, laugh, drink coffee, and become good friends. It's not a joke. The second one, I thought this was interesting. It's time to unlearn the things you learned from wounded people. I thought that was rather poignant. You know, we're all wounded healers in many respects, but a lot of our woundedness may come from wounded people in our past, and it's time to unlearn those things. And with the power of the sacraments, we can definitely do that. I like this one too. Don't let the ugly in others ruin the beauty in you. Yeah, a lot of times when people are mean or say unkind things, it's more a reflection of them, not you and me. So a good thing to bear in mind. And then I absolutely love this. This is called a blessing. The world now is too dangerous and too beautiful for anything but love. May your eyes be so blessed you see God in everyone. Your ears, so you can hear the cry of the poor. Your hands be so blessed that everything you touch is a sacrament. Your lips, so you speak nothing but the truth with love. May your feet be so blessed you run to those who need you. And may your heart be so opened, so set on fire that your love changes everything. And that reminds me, you know, I always ask Ferdinand to sing the song "Your Love Is Amazing," and he told me one day, you know, of course it's a tribute to Jesus, saying "Your love is amazing," but he looked at me many years ago after I requested that song, and he said, "Father Moki, it's your love that's amazing too." So it sums it up well. By the way, I do all want you to know that I have a very special hat on. I haven't named this chicken yet, but this chicken over here, but when I do, I will let you know. I have to ponder another M name. We've got Moki, Marcelino, Makani. If you want to weigh in, feel free. Send me an email or a text. This week here at, well, if I thought I had my birthdays, but I dropped them. Oh well. It's really hard to see and pay attention when you've got a hat on your head. Birthdays this week. We would like to say happy birthday to Prima Evangelista, Emericiana Kazara, Emiliano Villa, Lorna Agtama, Melchor Ardzwara, and Filomeno Kala. Happy birthday to all of you. No anniversaries this week. Would also like to tell you about Christmas Eve. We decided to have a virtual service. We had 324 people tune in to that virtual service, along with a very creative virtual pageant. We have gotten feedback not only from people at Good Shepherd, but also people in Honolulu and the US mainland who absolutely loved seeing the depiction of Maui in our virtual pageant. So I'm very proud of it, and I hope that you all not only enjoyed it but also found meaning of it in it and from it, because really Christ is not only born in Israel and Palestine, but also in every human heart, whether it be in Maui, Honolulu, the mainland, Africa, Asia. So it was fun to get that message across by bringing the story to us here in the context of our community. I was told, you know, go ahead, Father Moki, and have a Christmas Day Eucharist, but don't expect a big turnout. We usually get 10 to 15 people, 15 if we're lucky. So I said, okay, you know, my belief is that where 2 or 3 are gathered, not where, you know, 10 or 15 are gathered, so we'll have a Eucharist. Because if I'm here and an altar guild person is here, we've got the 2 or 3. So we set up in the courtyard, and 41 people showed up. It was fabulous, and we had a beautiful, beautiful service, and I was really, really, really pleased. And folk were glad to see each other. The constituents who came were from different services, so it was sort of like a mini reunion in many ways, and just really, really delightful. Sunday afternoon after church, I went to see the Ka'ohana Kitchen and bless the food, and Daryl Atai was there with her hula gang and her Relay for Life gang. A lot of people had lined up because, of course, it was the last Sunday of the month. You know, the welfare checks had run out, and they got treated to this phenomenal Hawaiian lunch. I mean, I'm talking poi, lomi, poke, chicken long rice, kalua pig. It was really, really fabulous, and so we thank Daryl and her crew for their efforts and all they did that day. And also, we've gotten feedback from the homeless shelter about how appreciative they were about our stepping up and providing gifts and taking them down and delivering them, and especially paying attention to the teenagers. They were very, very appreciative, and so thank you all very much for reaching out and giving generously from your hearts. We are resuming our regular COVID worship schedule. Actually, we never discontinued it. It's all been the same. Saturday, 5 o'clock p.m. outdoor Eucharist here. It's an abbreviated service. We read only the Psalm and the Gospel for that day, and generally it lasts no longer than half an hour. Because we want to make sure people get home before it gets dark. Sunday at 9 a.m. we have an in-person Eucharist in the church sanctuary with music. No singing, but we do have music. And then Sunday at 7 a.m. we have a virtual liturgy that you can find, Liturgy of the Word, on Facebook and YouTube. And you may watch it anytime after 7 o'clock. It premieres at 7, but anytime that you watch it between 7 a.m. Sunday and 7 a.m. Monday, it's included in the worship count. The annual meeting will be held after the 9 a.m. service on Sunday, January 31st. It will be in the church sanctuary, but we will make provisions for those of you who don't feel comfortable attending, and I'll have more details on that after the new year for all of you. I would like to reassure you that the in-person services in the church sanctuary are as safe as we can possibly make it. The sanctuary is sanitized before each service, including when an outdoor service is moved indoor because of the rain on Saturday. After everybody leaves, we take the gun and we spray it all around. We do ask, and people have honored, that we wear masks at all time except when taking the bread and the wine. As you know, the wine is poured into individual cups, and so there's no sharing of a common cup. The pews are marked for social distancing, and the music by Ferdinand and Carissa is projected, but we don't flash words up on the screen, and so there's no congregational singing because that's a good way of spreading the COVID droplets. And we do ask that no responses be made by the congregation during the liturgy, which is why we have a single responder up in the pulpit who responds and does the readings and the prayers. So thank you so much for understanding. And now, everybody, for the long-awaited moment of Chicken Chat, the chickens of the week are Balthazar, Gaspar, and Melchior, the three roosters who hang out on the top of the bench, looking up at the imaginary star or whatever star they happen to see in the sky. Balthazar, Gaspar, and Melchior, of course, are the three astrologers, the wise men who followed the star. So in anticipation of Epiphany, Balthazar, Gaspar, and Melchior stand on top of the bench and they look for the star, and I'm reasonably confident that when the star appears, they will follow it. So for embodying the story of the three wise men this Christmas time, we congratulate Balthazar, Gaspar, and Melchior for being chickens of the week. Listen, everybody, happy New Year. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for everything in 2020, and let's look forward to a happy, joyous, and peaceful 2021. Take care. Wait, okay. Wait, I'll compose myself in a minute.